everyone.
We're live.
Hello.
I will share this link.
Share away.
Telegram shares. Telegram. Oh, Telegram, there we go.
An announcement channel.
Yes. Channel up announce. I'm still not used to this view. YouTube view.
Hello, one person.
Who is this one person?
Show yourself. Two people. Hello.
Two people. We've just doubled our growth. 100%. Oh, whoa.
5 people. Whoa. Hello. 4. Oh, one dropped off. Wrong channel. Yeah. We thought the interesting people were going to be on today.
They're like, oh, I thought this was AdX. Thought that would have got a better laugh from you.
Oh.
No. Who's here? Let us know. Drop a little comment. Say hello. Say hi.
Bonjour.
We'll do that thing where we wait until 5 minutes in, and then we'll get started. Got a few questions through the forum that we'll kick off with.
Kick her off.
Who's here, guys? What's going on?
Say hello, please.
Do I have this right? Oh, wait. Live chat. There we go.
Hello.
See, I told
Christian.
you I wasn't used to this new look here.
And
this new YouTube look.
Cryptic Duo. Oh, 10 people. Hello, all 10.
Julia.
Welcome.
Should I say Christian Leah?
11.
Ant Romano.
Hi, Romano.
Cryptic Duo live in Canada.
Cryptic Duo's dog is trying to get in on this.
In front of this blackboard wall that I painted recently. See, I don't know where the chalk is.
It's beautiful.
It's beautiful.
Oh, 2 people don't like us.
Oh, shoot.
3 people don't like us.
Where did you see that?
They're dropping like flies.
Oh, no, don't worry about it.
You
All
guys
good,
have any
all
other
good.
little secret chat groups you want to tell everybody to come on in? We're here.
Reel them in,
We're
baby.
live.
Bring them in. Tell your kids, tell your wives.
Tell them.
Yeah, honestly, that was a pretty sad attempt, wasn't it, Christian? I felt like something was going to come out, and then it was just a disaster.
No creativity.
Drop, yeah, I'm zapped for creativity. Maybe, I was going to say, maybe if I had another coffee, but it's too late in the day now.
Only 3.
Yeah, but
1 more minute.
the time I go to bed these days, that's too early. Okay, almost there. 1 more minute.
I'm glad that you forgive us. I'm going to take that as a blanket statement, so thank you in advance.
Anybody else here? Drop a little comment in the chat box, in the live chat box, where the chats happen live in real time. Okay,
The red box.
let's get started. All right, so obviously there was a big announcement in Telegram yesterday, and so we want to take a little bit of time to answer your guys' questions. We're going to start with the ones in the forum, and just chat about it. So I'll jump into the Google form, where I need to make this bigger. This is too small. Okay. So this is from yesterday. What is the status on the AI development? When will the roadmap for this year be released? What's happening with tech now that marketing team members are being cut? Does this mean, scroll over, where is it? Does this mean, oh, this is very annoying. What did I do wrong here, Kelsey?
I don't know.
Okay, that's a better way. Mm-hmm. Does this mean there will be a greater focus on tech development? Yes, there is absolutely going to be a greater focus on tech development. So the tech's hitting milestones still. Monthly updates on progress are going to be issued this year. The 2019 roadmap was released in December, and that's actually on the Medium blog. So you can see that there's actually a little video with John and I. There was a video for that, wasn't there? Where we talked about the new roadmap.
John discussed it. I don't think John, you were on that one.
Yeah, let's go. So if you go to medium.com/adbank-blog, that was, where is it? Dang it.
Up.
Did I pass it?
I think so.
No, I didn't pass it.
2019 roadmap?
Oh, yeah. Maybe it was way earlier.
Up at the top. Mini tech update. Was that it?
No, it's further back than this. I will drop, okay, let's do this. AdBank 2019 roadmap. Google it. That's terrible, but okay.
20, here, the future is now. Here.
Where is it?
Oh yeah, this is it.
No, this isn't it. Just hang on, I'm getting it. And then I'll drop it in Telegram. Oh, wait.
That was it.
That was it,
I just told you that.
Okay, here it is. Sorry, Kelsey was right.
There it is. I was right. It's on the record.
Okay, so I just dropped that in there in the Telegram chat for anybody who hasn't seen that yet. Next question is, I just want to clarify who is on the tech team. I know Fode, Connor, Tyler, but this doesn't seem like enough people. Are they hiring new people? What is going to happen? Okay. So there is a total of 9 people between internal and external teams that are focused on development. So there's Fode, Connor, Tyler in-house, and they work with development partners. And so these are the same guys who've been supporting the development partners, the same ones who've been supporting us since the beginning, and they're fantastic. So
and we have a dedicated team at that production house. So
yeah, and so between the internal team and the ones that are working on AdBank in the external team, it's a total of 9. So when is the website being updated? Is anyone working on it? I'm going to scroll over because John added a comment here, but I know the answer is yes. Okay, so what we're waiting on right now is the integration of the Blade features. So within the next 2 months, the new website should be live. I know that's kind of like the never-ending project, but if anybody's ever done websites for businesses or had a business that has gotten a website, it is always the project that never seems to end and draws out and takes way longer than you think it's going to take. And when we actually wanted to first start to do the new website, we wanted to do it for a long time, but just realized that there wasn't much of a point because there was so much still that had to develop and had to kind of come to fruition that anything we would have done would have been changed pretty significantly in a short period of time. It's the kind of project where when you have a website, you want it to be good for usually longer than a year, but like at least a year.
Well, we're coming from a really interesting perspective because when we launched this, and I know I've said this a few times, but when we launched, the website was really for the crypto community, and that's still important. We need the crypto community to know about us, especially with Blade, but we wanted the new website to be able to speak really well to enterprise partners and potential other clientele. So that's something that we worked really hard on, market research, meeting with a lot of big brands, trying to understand what it is that they knew, what they wanted, and how they needed to be educated because it's so new. So it's something the team's been actively working on. Tyler, who's an amazing UX UI designer, he's in-house on the team. He actually came from IBM. He worked on their Watson stuff. He's phenomenal, and he's been a really big part of this because communicating through UX UI, especially with an enterprise sales experience is really, really important. So he's been working dedicated with that. I know there was just a meeting about it the other day, and I'm sure we'll have a new website shortly, and it'll be beautiful because Tyler's shit always is.
Okay, so next one, will there be a new tech update coming out soon? I don't see anything being done on GitHub. So the GitHub repos, the work is happening in a private repo, and there's a security audit review being done that will determine what can be revealed. So you should see updates on that in the near future. And John can speak a little more to that, I'm sure, as well in his update. That's a funny one there. Okay, sorry guys, this spreadsheet, I extended one column to a point that when I scroll, it just like messes up the view. So that's why I'm struggling a little bit here. So another question about tech development. Was the team been working this quarter? I think that this has been answered. So, let's see. There's more to Blade. So there's a note from John. There's more to Blade than originally shared. We're holding back some of the features to leverage them for some potential exclusive PR. Oh, and there goes this crazy spreadsheet again. When will people start using AdBank platform? Intergalactic Ads is a different platform or the same? So there's already people that have been using the platform for many months now. Intergalactic Ads is the same thing. And the eSig Media Network is currently using the AdBank platform and is a profitable, functioning business with both advertisers and publishers, with long-term relationships for the most part, actually, with most of those clients. The thing with Intergalactic Ads is this. ICO advertising is down 99% from 1 year ago. You know, if we go to CoinMarketCap, about a year ago today, it costed, almost $50,000 for 1 day to get the top spot. If you go to CoinMarketCap, there's the banner that's at the very, very top. That was $50K for 1 day a year ago. Now, if you go to, I'm on CoinMarketCap, there's 3 ads that I could see. None of them are crypto. That is a very, very strong sign for the lack of demand in crypto advertising right now. And, you know, when it comes back, the infrastructure is already there, and there's great relationships. The ICO Crow partnership recently is actually connected with CoinMarketCap and can get some placements on AAA websites in the crypto world. So when the demand comes back, the infrastructure is there, and that can be taken advantage of. In the meantime, you just got to shift focus to where the money's at, and the money is not in crypto advertising right now. Okay. Julia, like a married couple, yeah, no, it's true.
7 years.
Any planned shift in positions planned for the internal dev team? So that would be a good question for John, but as far as right now, you know, we're very happy with the internal dev team. So I think that's it for the questions in the forum. Oh, wait. Oh, somebody found a typo in the Forbes article about Kelsey. At the bottom, it says Privix instead of Pivix. Yeah, I think we're not going to have an easy time getting that one changed.
Yeah, unfortunately, when you deal with journalists, they don't always fact check. Well, they rarely actually fact check, and they're very temperamental about changes. So
yeah,
unfortunately.
So
I know what Pivix is called, which is good news.
I didn't even know that Pivix was mentioned in that art. Is this the one, female founders or something?
Mm-hmm.
See, female founders, Forbes.
Yeah. They spelled it wrong. Oh well.
Weirdo. Okay, guys, throw some questions in here. We'll stick around. I think, you know, a few more minutes, 5 minutes. We'll go to the 20 after. I guess we can talk just a little bit about, you know, the announcement in general, and if you guys have any other questions, just drop them in the chat. But, you know, in crypto winter, there's some things in terms of sacrifices and changes and adjustments are needed. And I think this structure is a good one for us, as AdBank going forward, and it gives the flexibility to get the best of what we can offer without some of the additional expenses that go along with that. Full-time staff isn't cheap, and we can still provide a lot of value remotely and in a contract type role, with the ability to ramp that up as much as needed. So if AdBank requires our level of our skill set level, and they require it in a larger amount in a particular time, the contract we have in place allows for that to be ramped up and ramped down as needed to suit what AdBank's needs are. So any projections when you will be more involved with AdBank in the future? So I would say, we're still very involved. And, in terms of when that involvement ramps up and down, it just suits the needs of the business. So the business needs more of us at a given time, then that framework exists for that to happen. And when there's times like now, it needs a little bit less, it's not paying for that. So, those resources can be reallocated somewhere. Fortunately, we're big boys and girls and we can take care of ourselves. But we care very deeply about making sure that AdBank has the resources it requires, the time that it needs it, and is allocating those resources based on what the needs are at that time. And I think this is the responsible, although hard decision, and tough in a lot of ways, but it is the right thing for right now.
And we are co-founders. It's not like it's a job and we're quitting. It's not like that at all. We can't quit something that's ours, but we have to be really responsible about the future of the company. And so we can still be involved. It's still our little baby, and we'll continue to travel and to be out in the public talking about AdBank and blockchain advertising, and continuing to use our relationships and connections for the benefit of the entire company and the token holders and the ecosystem, without the burden of 2 executive salaries. We had to be really realistic. So I think I hope that you can respect and maybe one day admire our decision. I know it's tough to see it right now, and it's really hard to get this news, and it's hard to break this news, but we're not running away from anything. We're not running away from you guys. You're still going to see us on live streams. You'll see us, talking AdBank in the community. We're not pulling ourselves out of it. So I like to think it's the best of both worlds. So hopefully we can make even more of an impact as the tech is ready, and the community and the world is ready to accept blockchain.
Yeah, Shocks asking, we should have a vote. Here's the thing, I totally get that, but decisions by committee are never effective. They're slow, and it's hard to get those decisions made from a place of knowledge. Meaning not everybody has the knowledge of how to run a particular business. And for better or worse, it's my belief that that's the right way to do it. I personally would not want to be in a business where every decision is made by committee. It's a disaster. The too many cooks in the kitchen analogy or metaphor is like bang on. When you have too many cooks in the kitchen, nothing gets done. Everybody argues about everything. So tough decisions often have to be made, and you have to be decisive in certain times. Romano, do you still co-own it as well? So Kelsey and I do not own any piece of AdBank, the entity. Our compensation was fiat and token based. So that's how we've been compensated. Hope that clears that up. So Chalks, did you ask for this to happen? This is a mutual sort of alignment. There are there's tough decisions that needed to be made, and it was a matter of what is the best way to go about this for this period of time. And this is what we came to. And I know it's not a popular decision, but hopefully in time, we can see the benefits of this. And that's our hope and that's our belief. So surely the pathway took into account the founder's salary as
it's really common for founders not to get paid. Actually, a lot of people don't realize that. A lot of times founders of businesses have to be the last ones to take a paycheck, because a successful business needs to have a team behind it, and we would never let our team down, right?
Absolutely. Okay, so the decisions dictated by the owner. At the end of the day, the owner of any company, or the the board or the majority shareholders, their say is what matters most, and that's just from a legal standpoint. So that question can be answered pretty generally, in the sense that, are the decisions dictated by the owner of any company within that company? For the most part, yes. And if they're not dictated by the owner, they are decided by somebody who was assigned by the owner to make those decisions, right? So, or a board of directors, that's right. So when are we expecting some new pilots on AdBank? I think John can give us a bit more insight into what the status is, and where Mike's at with some of those. Probably in the next update. Shock, so are you both co-founders? Yes. Co-founder, you can be a co-founder and not an owner. So we are founding members of the team, obviously a big part of that. And so there is a distinction there.
Basically means we all came together and nobody was paid to work on the project to kick it off, if you had a co-founder type.
Yeah. So we
took the risk by
many months, 6 months solid of no pay, before we actually had salaries. So, the best person to talk about runway is John. I would say he's, the master of the spreadsheet and can touch on some of those points better than we can. If you want to talk about marketing and kind of the dynamic of getting a message through, in this market or whatever, that kind of stuff, that's our domain. The actual running of the budgets and the business itself, that's not something that's really in our wheelhouse. So somebody's asking, are you leaving AdBank completely? No, actually, we'll still be doing live streams, and you'll see us around, and we'll still be representing AdBank at events. And we also have a very powerful network that AdBank will continue to benefit from. All the major leads in the pipeline came from our network, and will continue to come from our network, I'm sure, because that's good for us. It's good for AdBank. It's good for everybody. And we want to see AdBank succeed. There's no change in that. That's for sure. It's just a change in the framework of how we're going about doing things. So will you still receive your piece of the pie in the clip? Man, you're like really just going for the personal questions here. Yes, we will. So we have tokens from this cliff that will have been owed to us as a part of our compensation as employees. So whatever is remaining and owed to us from that time will come to us at this next cliff. I think it's at the end of this month or early next month, something like that. In the next month, we'll say.
Yeah, we should be moved into the advisor section with co-founder and advisor. We'll always be co-founders of the project. We're always
nothing can change that.
Yeah, we were always here from the beginning. It's like trying to get a tattoo removed. We're more like a scar. You can't really get rid of us. And we'll always be
I think tattoo's better.
Tattoo, yeah, but you could get a tattoo lasered off. I guess you could get a scar cosmetically.
Yeah, I guess
whatever. So. Or like a tattoo. You guys are tattooed on us. We're tattooed on you. We're here in this journey together still, always.
That's it. That's all. Okay, well, we'll hang for, let's say, 2 more minutes. So drop any questions that you guys want. There's usually a little bit of a delay here. I'll jump over to the forum to see if we got any new questions in since we started. And the very annoying Google spreadsheet. No, that's it. Close that baby up. Yeah, shocks. Those cliffs have been set since the beginning. You know, like it's
smart contract.
Yeah, what do we do? Like it's just the way that it's been set out.
Good night, Christian. Thank you.
There's no strategic timing on that, except it was the cliffs are determined based on 6 months from the time of the end of the ICO. That's it. Are you happy with the marketing to the crypto community I make? I think it's a hard time to market in crypto. It really is. And that's what we're seeing in projects across the board. You know, Steam It laying off a bunch of employees, and, you know, like what was the other one? Bitmain, massive companies, you know, laying off huge amounts of people. Spending money on marketing is probably not like an aggressive amount. There's always an amount that should be spent and invested, you know, period. But going very hard right now is not working well for companies. That's why if you go to coinmarketcap.com, if you don't see crypto ads on coinmarketcap.com, you can safely assume that crypto advertising and marketing on a mass level is not working well at that particular point in time. You know, a year ago this time, it was so hard to even get that advertising spot. Now it's, who's friggin' there? It's like sportsbet.io and what is this? Something that has nothing to do, Eventbrite, like nothing to do with crypto, which to me is very interesting. And it says a lot. And so I think, I honestly think the Blade browser plugin is a very good play, because people are using ad blockers right now, and they're not getting anything for it.
Nobody's buying anything in crypto. They want things for free. So it's good.
Yeah.
So earn it.
So, you know, I think that is a smart play, and I'm pretty excited to see how that rolls out and see how the adoption of that pans out. Because I think I think that's a great way to go about marketing in a climate like this. You know, I was even talking. I had a call with friends of mine that run an exchange. They've launched an exchange, crypto exchange, and you know, this is, you'd think that they would be going hard on the budget, and they're going grassroots right now because any of the advertising they've been doing not very effective. So they're doing other things that are more affiliate based. You know, really amping up the community incentives to get other people in. And I think that's smart in this particular time. That probably will be good even when we'll say traditional marketing and advertising channels are effective again in this industry, or as effective, or even somewhat as effective as they were before. You know, they can complement and amplify and take that to the next level. But right now, I think that is a great thing to do. And building is the most important thing to do right now. Like, let's be honest, like people aren't going out there actively and trying to say, oh, you know, and so I got to be careful in terms of how I position this, but the interest in new projects is not as high as we are seeing this climate. And I think, you know, you guys know this, right? This isn't a surprise. This isn't good or bad. It's just the state of the time right now. And so the smart thing to do is to wait and do the things that matter the most for when that time is ripe again. And building is key. Building is key, because what we saw a year ago is that there was all this hype fueling everything and nothing was actually being built. And it's kind of opposite, you know, the way that it should be. The hype should be based off the product that is being built. And so blockchain has to take its training wheels off in that sense before it gets to the next level. And it will get there. But patience is it's needed at this time. You got to be patient because it's just, there are forces beyond the control of any one project. And if that wasn't true, there would be substantial evidence for that, and there is not. So hopefully that kind of, I'm trying to be candid here so that you guys know, like, we recognize some things that are clearly not functioning as well as they should be. And that's okay, as long as we have a plan and understand what those dynamics are and how to change and shift when they are evolving and shifting themselves. So hopefully that helps. I'll end rant there. Shocks, man. I'm not going to get into the what if this, what if that. Like, there's no point in what ifs. What ifs are, there's no end to that. I think the discussion that we should be having is, what are we going to do? What is going to happen? That's what matters most. And I think that's always going to be a relevant discussion. But what if this happened? Potential scenario, if these things unfolded this way, if that's not the way it is, what are we even doing talking about it? What are we here to gain from that? We got to look at what's happening now, where we're going, and how we're going to get there. And to me, those are the only things that really matter. And hopefully, like, I know there's still questions, there's still things that need to be unraveled. Those things will unravel, with time. It's if we could have everybody in a room and spend like 3 days going through everything, I think everybody would really be up to speed. But we don't have that ability, right? So, we'll continue to as a team, from myself, Kelsey, John, Fluffy the dog, Narcissus, Mike, as things progress, new information will emerge that will be dispersed. And we've always been cautious, I think, to not predict the future too far ahead, because we know in a growth industry like this, people who predict the future are almost always wrong. Yeah. So, there's no point. The good thing to do is, how do you prepare for the fact that you just don't really know how things are going to play out? And I think that's the right way to play the game. Okay. All right, guys, we're over here. So I'm going to let you go. But we're still around. So if you want to reach us, hit us up in Telegram. Whose initial idea was the restructuring? I mentioned this earlier in the video, but basically this is a mutual decision.
A lot of things bother me.
Yeah, we can't talk about market or price, but does it make sense for me to say that nothing bothers me? I don't know if I've ever given that impression to people, so I would be really surprised if you were to get that impression at this point. Okay, guys, this was a tough one, and I appreciate everybody being here.
We're gonna keep having tough ones.
Tough conversations are important, and I think this is why we did what we're doing here. Why we set up the AMI is so that we could have these tough conversations when they needed to be had. And obviously there's the benefits of the communication and having that dialogue, but once in a while things like this happen. And I think the way that a company should be judged is how they come out of these certain things and what they do and how they pivot. And I know you guys will be there keeping us accountable every step of the way, and that's great, because we're in this together. So with that, I will bid adieu, and we will see you the next time we're on a live stream. Next one.
A bientôt.
A bientôt.
We'll see you soon.
Adieu. Oh, what did I say?
Adieu is goodbye. A bientôt is
a bientôt.
See you again soon.
See, I dropped out
We're
French
not saying
version.
adieu.
But all right, guys. Peace and love.
We love you.
We'll talk to you soon. See you later. Enjoy the weekend that is almost here. And if you are somewhere that is as cold as it is in Canada, stay warm. Peace.
Bye, guys. See you soon.